Well, the season is definitely insane, and that's not good for all of us. As you see, so many players getting injured, and also the balls are quite heavy, so it's a lot. Yeah, a lot of struggle for all of us. But what Aryna did, the rules were different. Right now, like last season, by the end of the season, because they didn't play enough of 500 events, they fine us with points, me and Iga. The rules are quite tricky with mandatory events, but I'm still doing that. Like I'm skipping a couple events. In order to protect my body, because I struggled a lot last season, even though the results were really consistent, but some of the tournaments I were playing being completely sick, or I being really exhausted from overplaying. So this season we'll try to manage it a little bit better, even though if they're gonna fine me by the end of the season. But it's tricky to do that, you know. You cannot like skip I don't know 1,000 event and then it's really tricky, and I think that's insane what they do. It's I think they just follow their interest, but they're not focusing on protecting all of us.
So the number one player in women's tennis thinks that the schedule is insane. Let's break that down. I'm a sports medicine physician, and I try to help you prevent injury. So WTA players are required to play the 4 Grand Slams, 10 1,000 events, and 6 500 events. So that's a total of 20 WTA events plus the finals if these elite players don't skip any, as she mentioned. The thing is, elite youth tennis players that I see in the office are playing 15 to 25 tournaments a year. So the top professional women's adult tennis player is saying that the schedule is insane because she has to play a minimum of 20 events, and I have youth athletes playing just that many, if not more. In fact, people like Coco Gauff, Iga Swiatek, Carlos Alcaraz, in addition to Sabalenka, have all gone on record and said that the schedule is not sustainable and it is leading to more injury. These are fully developed adult professional tennis players who have teams of physical therapists and massage therapists and agents and everybody focused on not just their performance, but also their recovery and their health. And most of my young tennis players don't have any of that. So if this is a known problem, how do we create a solution? Well, there's a recent study that I'm going to reference below in the captions and make an image for you that tries to do just that. In many of the posts where I talk about early specialization, one of the sports that's called out a lot by parents is tennis, saying that it's important to specialize early and that there's no way to be competitive without it. But a lot of these pro tennis players are calling it out for being insane. So the takeaway for me as a parent is keep those tournaments down. You should not be playing the same amount of tournaments as a pro tennis player when you are a young child. Anybody who is prepubescent should be playing less than 15 and maybe even closer to 10 tournaments a year. Are you the parent of a child tennis player? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to follow for more information on sports medicine as it comes out.